Welcome everybody, welcome to the first video update for George Begg Festival 2025. Those that haven't met me before, I'm Scott O'Donnell and I'm trying my best to manage the outcomes of this great event. Look, first things is, let's get the date quite clear. It's Thursday the 10th to Sunday the 13th of April 2025, based here in Invercargill and at Teretonga Race Circuit. We're looking forward to entertaining people and having a hell of a great time. Remember, this is a classic / historic festival. It's designed about fun, really cool cars and people just going out there and doing what they do and doing it well. So let's run through the absolute, the event schedule. So look, Thursday from about lunchtime, we have the Begg Get Together. It's an invite function for those people that have driven Begg cars, own Begg cars, are part of the Begg family, have mechanicked on Begg cars, or simply were around in that generation when George was building cars between 64 and 74. It'll be a bit of a light lunch at Motorcycle Mecca, and it's an invitation situation, so please let me know if I've missed you out, or if you're very keen to come along for other reasons, send me an email, and there'll be an email contact at the end of this video. So Thursday night's the welcoming function. It's going to be in the George Begg bunker. And given we have the strong Italian theme, it's very much a pizza and Italian beer evening. It's very casual. It's not a dress up at all. Come and just tell stories. We might have a few interesting cars that might start their engines and a few interesting motorbikes. As I've mentioned before, the theme of George Begg 25 is Italian brands. All the great things from Italy. Ferrari, Fiat, Alfa, Lancia, Maserati, Lamborghini, meatballs, spaghetti, pizza, Peroni, Martini, Campari, all the things that we love are going to be highlighted as part of this weekend. And George Begg is always designed to be a mix of motorsport and culture. So let's move on to Friday. Friday at track is the practice and qualifying day, and Friday night's our large social event at the Transport World Function Centre. Now, it's themed a rock opera concept. It's a mix between a disco and a opera. It's a dress-up event. Please come how you see fit, whether it's black tie, ball gown, or something that emulates a rock opera from the Queen period. It's a very open event when it comes to what you want to wear or have to wear, but please make sure you do dress up. So it's a cocktail on arrival, all the good music, food provided, and a cash bar. We move to the motor racing on Saturday and Sunday, and I'll run through the key classes that we've invited to the 2025 event. Historic touring cars between 82 and 2000, Group A, Group C, Group N, and the Super Tourer cars. Steve Kelly's the series coordinator, and probably one of the biggest and strongest grids we get, and New Zealand's actually known for strength historic touring cars. We welcome back the Formula 5000 grid this year. Probably the best and most interesting single set class we've seen for some time. Again, has very strong support from New Zealand participants. One of my favourites class is Historic GT, really based around the supercars that raced under normal FIA type rules. So designed for Ferrari 430, 360, and we're loosening the rules to allow the European brands or the Italian brands to partake. It's all the way up to 488 Ferrari. Same with Lamborghini. We're loosening it up to modern GT3 machinery. So if you've got a GT3 car and it's Italian, glad to come and run. It doesn't stop any other car, where it's a Lotus, a TVR, anything else that's now a historic GT class. And it also covers the earlier vehicles from the 70s and 80s. Another class we're inviting, which we look forward to hosting, is the Formula Pacific and Atlantic class. There's a big coming together of that class at the Historic GP in Taupo in January. And we hope that a lot of those cars can carry on and join us in April here in Teretonga. HVRA have been a long-time supporter of our group, and along with the pre-78 class, which is based around 60s and 70s saloon cars in various different trims. Vintage and classic cars. Again, another invite to that team. We put on a very good show for us 2 years ago. The modern touring cars is a bit of a local South Island class. It's for post-2000 touring cars. That includes anything that was well built World Touring cars. It also includes New Zealand Touring cars of the TL, TLX and New Zealand Super Tourer class, which was the V8, Commodore and Falcon class that was very popular in New Zealand in that period. Again, great show last time. I look forward to welcoming those cars back. A new class for 2025, the Italian Job. We mention the word Italian Job and we immediately think of two great movies set in Italy but actually starring minis. So that class is for BMC minis and BMW minis. So a mini-only class, but two complete different chassis types. Another interesting race we'll have will be the Drum and Dash, designed for the HVRA and pre-78 cars. In fact, any car that's actually on treated tyres, not slicks, to do a 30-minute enduro as a Pro-Am. We'll have a number of pro drivers that will be turning up to join our event, and we'll get the car owners to make contact with those pro drivers. If they can't find somebody else that can drive themselves, for a simple 30-minute enduro, one-time pit stop, a very simple, fun event on a Saturday afternoon. We'll also have a number of demonstration events. There'll be a drive around lunchtime for the key brands that we're promoting, which is the Italian brands. We'll have an Italian bike demonstration and possibly some form of race. But also the weekend before George Begg is the Otago Rally. Now the Otago Rally is probably the biggest historic rally we have in New Zealand, and those historic cars are invited to Teretonga a week later to go and put on a bit of a show. We'll use the word classic drift, which means get it sideways and show off to the crowd. Other cars include, there'll be a Formula 1 demonstration, and the big single seat cars tend to do a few laps at lunchtime as well. So all in all, a pretty good show. We had 110 cars that came 2 years ago. We're forecasting somewhere between 150 and 200 cars. And as you know, the pits are very organised, everything's intense. We have very good food and hospitality. It's designed to be a very good time. So the cost to go and enter, it's $1,000 per car to enter, which includes entry tickets, some tickets to the social events, one tent space for your car in the pits, and lunch for the driver in the specialised hospitality area for drivers, which this year will be in the pits. When it comes to access for spectators, the 3-day pass is $100 or $99, and the all-area pass, which means 3 days entry, all the social events and hospitality at track, is $389. Those tickets will go on sale from 1 October. Just go to the George Begg website. If you have any other questions, again, come and contact me. More than happy to help out. My email and phone number will be at the end of the video. Look forward to seeing you all soon. Thanks again. See you in 25.